Trump now sees Ukraine differently.
Because of the rare earth stuff.
Oh, my God. I said, playing golf, these people are sitting on literally a gold mine.
What did he say?
Trump is the art of the deal president. Is it possible that the US will support Ukraine in exchange for mineral resources, beautiful minerals? Let's get into that together.
So we're getting security on our money. We're going to have it secured by, they have rare earth and they have oil and gas and they have a lot of other things. And we're asking for security on our money.
So does it mean you are not sending any more
They've agreed to it. Ukraine has agreed to it.
Does it mean you are not sending any more aid to Ukraine?
No, we are, but we want it secured, and the money is going to be secured.
When will the U.S. stop sending funding? When will the U.S. stop sending funding?
Because if we didn't do that, then Putin would say he won. We're the thing that's holding it back, and frankly, we'll go as long as we have to go because we're not going to let the other happen.
I feel like it's like no more bullshit. That's what I feel like when I'm watching him. Like up until recently, it was like, it's bullshit when you see Joe Biden going, if we send troops, that's World War III for Christ's sake. And then they facilitate and sanction the use of long-range missiles within Crimea. Like, you know, we ain't dumb no more. We got immediate and instantaneous communication. And that gives us the ability to critique and observe both the new and emergent Trump administration in a kind of very novel and unique format now. This ain't Trump 2016. This is Trump 2020. What are you in? 2025. Someone should name a project after that. We're like, this is Trump 2025. This is Trump plus Tulsi, plus JD, plus Elon, plus Vivek, and plus my man, Bobby Kennedy. We have to be able to articulate these distinctions and recognize what globalist imperialist bureaucracy was leading us towards. Just to unpack that a little, what is NATO, really? What is the benefit and what is the advantage of NATO? How can you say that? Without NATO, NATO's been like a father to you. Without the North Atlantic Trade Organization, you'd be speaking German right now. I don't know so much anymore. It seems to me that it's a racket. It's a racket, baby. Let's have a look at what the British media are talking about here. Oh, my God. Donald Trump's demand for $500 billion payback from Ukraine goes far beyond US control over the country's critical minerals. It covers everything from ports and infrastructure to oil and gas and the larger resource base of the country. The terms of the contract that landed at Volodymyr Zelensky's office a week ago amount to the US economic colonization of Ukraine. But what does joining NATO represent? The bureaucratic globalist colonization of Ukraine. You can't attack Donald Trump from a place of self-righteousness when all he's doing is a version of what they were trying to do bureaucratically through a more conventional form of economic nationalized imperialism. By nationalized, I mean the interests of the United States. Up until the election of Trump, it just seemed inevitable that we were going to see advancing globalism. The WHO have decided that everyone has to take this medicine. The WEF recommends that you have a chip placed under your skin. NATO have decided that your sons and daughters are going to die in a war. The World Bank have decided that we're going to increase inflation. You know, like now what it is this new sort of nationalized kind of old school imperialism. Well, if you want to know about war, talk to a warmonger. Here's Lindsey Graham's take on this.
I think the main thing for me is that Ukraine has value. Literally has value.
Right.
So you can talk about democracy, and people love talking about democracy here, which is it's great to talk about democracy, but where were you in 2014 when they actually needed you? So Trump now sees Ukraine differently.
Because of the rare earth stuff.
Oh, my God. I said, playing golf, these people are sitting on literally a gold mine.
What did he say?
What do you mean? I showed him a map.
Yeah.
Look. You know, everybody says Putin wants to reconstruct the Soviet Union and the Russian Empire.
You should have a map of the rare earth on the golf course?
Oh, not on the golf course.
But later.
Later, yeah. He's seen this. Look, this stuff is, that's one of the reasons the guys wanting to go into Ukraine is take their stuff.
That's what I mean by no bullshit politics. Do you remember when it was like Kamala Harris and Biden? This is humanitarian. Putin's a war criminal. Won't somebody please think of the Ukrainian children? Trump, there's minerals over there. If we're going to continue our aid, we're going to secure it against those minerals. And we're going to start using their ports and we're going to use it as a bulwark against Russia. That's how we're going to negotiate. They were doing that anyway while lying about it. What they do, when I say they, I mean sort of like what you might call neoliberal, centralist, globalist, the political class, is say, oh, have you seen this image of some rubble in Kiev? Doesn't it break your heart? And also, couldn't we make some money out of that and pretend to be helping people? It's no bullshit politics. Here's Lindsey Graham saying it always is ultimately going to be about dominion, minerals, resources, power. Stop pretending that it isn't.
I mean, there's trillions of dollars of very valuable rare earth minerals that he's trying to take by force. And I told President Trump, that's not a good way to do business.
So you made Donald Trump a Ukraine hawk by showing him that map, huh?
Well, I don't know if he's a Ukraine hawk, but I made him understand that if you let Putin get away with this, grabbing stuff at not his by force, other people will start doing it.
If we don't take over, someone else will. Let's see how this ex-dude responds to it. Oh, what I like about this is it kind of offers us the analysis that Trump sees things in economic and business terms, i.e. the art of the deal. The land belongs to Russia, the resources belong to the United States, the debt belongs to the European Union, and the glory belongs to Ukraine. Trump's demand for a $500 billion payback from Ukraine goes far beyond US control over the country's critical minerals. It covers everything from ports and infrastructure to oil and gas. We touched on that a minute ago, didn't we? And the larger resource base of the country. Now, what's the claim that the detractors of Putin make? That, Putin, if he gets hold of Ukraine, is going to take over the whole of Europe. But what do we learn when we look at the origins of this conflict? That NATO had been slowly encircling Russia in breach of agreements with the former Soviet Union. Imperialism, colonialism, and power are the motives of everyone involved in this conflict. And in a sense, the bravery of the Ukrainian people is simply a sheath over imperialist interest. But that's just what I think. Why don't you let me know what you think in the comments and the chat? Vitamins are vital. I guess that's where the word vital and vitamin share a root, except in my accent where it's called vitamins. Give us a vitamin. Your body cannot make them, and yet they are vital. You gotta have them. You gotta have them every day. The problem is food quality has degenerated thanks to agricultural law and big food and all of the corruption that we're well aware of and report on every day. You can't get good vitamins from poor quality food. Medical studies prove that 92% of Americans are deficient in one or more vitamins. You poor Americans. This leads to your body aging rapidly, premature illness, and sometimes a dreadful stench. I added the last one, but you can't be too careful. Dr. Schultz's Superfood 100. 100% of your essential vitamins made 100% from fruits, vegetables, herbs, and superfoods. You can take it in a number of ways, either in a couple of delicious little tablets or pills, or in a lovely powder. Just add it to liquid, shake the drink, and go. No BS, no sugar, no preservatives, nothing artificial. If you're busy, and you are, this takes less than 1 minute out of your day to improve your health. Go to herbdoc.com/brand and use the code BRAND for 25% off. Go to herbdoc.com/brand and use the code BRAND to get 25% off. Who's got time for any more of this nonsense? Hey, thanks for watching. If you want to see more uncensored content where free speech can flourish, join our live stream. Click the link right here to watch the next video if you want to, or become a member of a growing movement. Download the Rumble app and you'll be informed every time we make a new piece of content. Stay free.